Okay. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install normal glue style grips. Not this new normal ODI stuff where it's just bolt on, clamp on, which is convenient. I will give them that. It is very nice. It's convenient, but I wreck a lot. So I enjoy my billet throttle tube. Very much so. So nice. So nice. Every time you crash, you don't have to worry about it. Grip replacement. No big deal. $10. Whoop-de-doo. So, you got your little tube of grip glue. I'm using Scott's grip glue. Hopefully it makes it both sides. If not, I'm using an off-brand that I'm not even going to mention because it's so off-brand that you wouldn't even mention. So, just right around the very edge, not past the edge, right around the very edge. Just a light layer, and when I say light, it's not like a thin film. It's kind of bubbling up here and there. And then, after that, I will show you, but after that, about a third of the way through the throttle, bam, you're going to do the same thing. It's more 2/5 than 1/3. Now, nice and semi-light is what I'll say. This isn't going to make it. I'm going to use the off-brand on the next grip. But anyways, picking you up and I'm showing you. It is slightly over throttle, but it's around the round edge. Right, put you back down. And now we're going to stuff this bad boy on that bad boy. We're going to bump uglies, so to speak. If you're worried about, if you have the half waffle style, you're going to have to pay attention to where you want your waffle grip as you go on, because sometimes you might have to spin to get it on, and you will have to continue the spin either backwards or forwards, whatever would be closest to get your waffle grip where you want it. Be quick about this, because the glue, it doesn't, if you're stuffing it on a bar where it's not going to develop an air pocket, which I'm going to show you, you're going to fight this grip on. So be careful if you're doing a half waffle style. If not, if you're running this isn't my favorite grip, but I'm using it now. I prefer Pro Taper's pillow tops, but I'm using their soft grip. I don't like the waffle, I'm sorry, or the half waffle. So, since it's sealed off, like that side is going to be 2, it's going to be easy assisting, but you're going to hear air as you go on, which is going to help you go on all the way. So you're just going to go a certain ways. You might have to walk the back on. But once it gets that air pocket, you can continuously walk it on. Bam, you got it on. It's all the way against it. Still has the air pocket in it. You're going to squeeze at the bottom, pull out on one side of the grip. Just lift it up, and you're going to stroke it, buddy. You push all the way to the end. Do the same thing for the other side, by the way. If you're like me and old school, you also wire tie the grip. Not that big of a deal. You don't need much. Say like this long. Is this long? Oop, I pulled a little more out. Say, okay, this is long. Snip off, but don't snip off to where the wire falls back in your little storage container. So, the wire, the fold. So it's 2. You can do it just I prefer it this way. It seems to hold better and last just as long as a grip. You may think you get an extra stab, but if you position the wire like I'm about to show you, where the least interaction is, which would be right here. Least interaction. This is the most interaction. Most interaction, second most interaction against the end of the grip. So, and since it's the twist side, it's pretty much the same way every time. You just position yourself where that's going to be at. Give it a little twist. Ta-da! I don't know where I got these. I don't know who makes them, but they're super sweet. Very sweet. I'll show you. So that's why you're watching the videos, because of the grip wire tie pliers. You're going to create... I'm going to have to bring you over here. So you're going to create this type deal. Spread out quite nice and well. And then you're going to take these and you're going to clamp down on them. And then you have to squeeze really tight and slide this tube down, which I can't do because I do not have a third hand and my dick isn't big enough to hold this camera for me. So I'm going to set you down over here and hopefully you kind of get the gist of what I'm doing here. You just take this, these neat little pliers, and you squeeze them together. Mine's going to take a lot more because I'm running a dual setup, and then you slide your little dilly bop over them. They'll stay. If you didn't get it on, they're going to fall down. And then you just pull down on this. I guess I twisted the wrong way. Pull down on this. Apparently we need assistance today. So, ba-da-ba-da-ba. Nice and tight. When it starts recessing into the rubber, you're nice and tight. Squeeze. It releases itself. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now, for the cut, which might be one of the reasons why you're watching this video. Hopefully you gave yourself enough length and you made enough twists. You gotta have enough twists in this. If you don't have enough twists, then you're going to cut it at the base of a twist and one side's gonna grab and one side's not going to. Alright, for instance, this one's questionable. Very questionable. I have very little twists in this. You can't even really see up in there. There's probably 2 wrapped around total. We'll see. I don't know the exact number of wraps you need. I don't. But I basically go off of feel. You're going to cut it close, but not too close. You cut it too close, then you do the exact thing that I was just warning you about. Like I got a nice little nub in there. That's it. And now, I mean, you can use whatever you want, whatever, but I'm just going to use the dikes that I used to cut it with because they're handy. And you're going to fold it into the twists. If you watch the picture or the picture there, and you've seen the way the twists are going, I'm going into it. Actually, it might be easier to go towards the inside of the grip, but you just mash it in as best you can and make sure you can't feel it with your bare hands. Not your gloves, your bare hands. You don't want to feel that at all. It'll not be nice. It'll suck. It'll be a bad day. Now that you're done installing your grip, you did your little wire tie. A lot of people like to do a center one. I do too, but these grips don't have a slot for a center one and they're not pillow top, so I can't bury it in it. And a lot of people like to run one on the outside. If you're going to run one on the outside, I would suggest going in at least 1/4 of an inch from the bar to make sure that it actually hangs onto the bar. If you go too far outside, you're just going to twist the end of the grip off of the bar, which will suck too. It'll waste a pair of grips. Do not forget your grip donuts. Your grip donuts are very important. Those are Factory FX grip donuts. I've had these forever. Never used them because they're gray and white, and I Don't even know why I bought them, but I did. So we're going to put these on these because I'm going to take these grips off anyways. Yeah. And the reason why these are there is because of this and this. You ride hard all the time, all day long. Yeah, it's going to suck. Grip donuts. Might be stupid. Might sound stupid, but I promise you, that little blister boo-boo will not bug you nearly as often. Nearly as often. Anyways, do the same thing on the opposite side. And we'll catch you on the next one.